Okay, we have a new story. Beautiful thing about the quarantine is and coronavirus and everything. We've been cleaning things out in the house, and Tara found a gift card to Barnes and Noble. So we just ordered some books, and we're going to read Corduroy. So Brooklyn, here we go. Corduroy. Corduroy is a bear who once lived in a toy department of a big store. Day after day, he waited with all the other animals and dolls for somebody to come along and take him home. The store was filled with shoppers buying all sorts of things, but no one ever wanted to buy a small bear in green overalls. Then one morning, a little girl stopped by and looked straight into Corduroy's big eyes. "Oh, Mommy," she said, "look, there's the very bear I've always wanted." "Not today, dear," her mother sighed. I've spent way too much money already. Besides, he doesn't look new. He's lost a button to one of his shoulder straps." Corduroy watched them sadly as they walked away. "I didn't know I'd lost a button," he said to himself. "Tonight, I'll go off and see if I can find it." Late that evening, when all the shoppers had gone and the doors were shut and locked, Corduroy climbed carefully down from his shelf and began searching everywhere on the floor for his lost button. Suddenly, he felt the floor moving under him. Quite by accident, he had stepped onto the escalator, and he went up. Could this be a mountain, he wondered. "I think I've always wanted to climb a mountain," Corduroy said. He stepped off the escalator as it reached the next floor, and there before his eyes was the most amazing sight. Tables and chairs and lamps and sofas and rows of beds. "This must be a palace," Corduroy gasped. "I guess I've always wanted to live in a palace." Oh, we skipped a page. Brand new book. They're sticking together, Bee. Look at that. Stuck together. Okay. He wandered around admiring the furniture. "This must be a bed," he said. "I've always wanted to sleep in a bed." And he crawled up onto a large, thick mattress. All at once he saw something small and round. "Why, here's my button," he cried. He tried to pick it up, but all the buttons on the mattress, they were just tied down too tight. He yanked and pulled with his paws until pop! Off came the button, and off the mattress Corduroy toppled. Bang! Into a tall floor lamp. Over it went and crash. Corduroy didn't know it, but there was someone else awake in the store. The night watchman was going on his rounds on the floor above. When he heard the crash, he came dashing down the escalator. "Now who in the world did that?" he exclaimed. "Somebody must be hiding around here." He flashed his light under the sofas and over the beds until he came to the biggest bed of all, and there he saw two fuzzy brown ears sticking up from under the cover. "Hello," he said. "How did you get upstairs?" The watchman tucked Corduroy under his arm and carried him down the escalator and set him on the shelf in the toy department with the other animals and dolls. Still missing his button. Corduroy was just waking up when the first customers came into the store that morning. And there, looking at him with a wide, warm smile, was the same little girl he had only seen the day before. "I'm Lisa," she said. "You're going to go home with me and be my very own bear. Oh, bless you. Last night I counted what I saved in my piggy bank, and my mother said I could bring you home." "Shall I put him in a box for you?" the sales lady said. "Oh, no, thank you," Lisa answered, and she carried Corduroy home in her arms. She ran all the way up 4 flights of stairs into her family's apartment and straight to her own room. Corduroy blinked. There was a chair and a chest and drawers alongside a girl-sized bed. stood a little bed, the right size for him. The room was small, nothing like that enormous palace in the department store. This must be home, he said. I know I've always wanted a home. Lisa sat down with Corduroy on her lap and began to sew a new button on his overalls. I like you the way you are, she said, but you'll be more comfortable with the shoulder strap fastened. You must be a friend, said Corduroy. I've always wanted a friend. Me too, said Lisa, and a big, big hug for them both. And there's Corduroy. What do you think, Brooklyn? What do you think? Does it get the Brooklyn approval? Yes, it does. Brooklyn approval. Well, there's Corduroy. We got more books to come. Yeah, like I said, we cleaned up some stuff and found a Barnes & Noble gift card and got to spoil Brooklyn with some books. Got some more. We'll see you later, guys.